Right, so I thought, because I've now bought PC Building Simulator 2, which I got for about £12.89 because I had some discounts. I thought I would try and build my actual PC with some of the parts that's in this game. So if there's any of the parts that I actually have in my PC are on this game, which I don't actually know. I know some of them are on here, but I don't know if they're all on here. Um, then yeah, I'll see if I can actually build my actual PC on here. So start a new game because I did actually start to try and build this. So let's do a new game. Right. So obviously I'm not going to go where there's already a computer already built. And this is not the like campaign mode. This is not where you're like owning a shop and doing all the gubbins. So I'm going to go here where there's nothing. And I'm going to search Corsair, if I can spell it right. Corsair. And there's not actually my case on here. My case is not actually on here. But the closest one to my case is actually the new version of my case, which is the Corsair iQOO 5000T. Mine's a 4000 airflow. So this is basically the new version. And this version actually comes with um, the it comes with 3 fans already in the front, but I could actually, if I wanted, take those fans out and put some new fans in there. But I might actually leave those in, and I'll put an extra fan on the back, like I've got in my actual computer, and an AIO and all that good stuff. So yeah, if we get into this, so we start off with the Corsair iQOO 5000T, which, like I said, it's the next one up from my case, my actual case. They don't have the fans that I actually have, which are the Corsair AF 120 RGB fans, which are the airflow fans. They've only got the LLs and the QLs. And this case, when you buy it, it actually comes with the LL 120s RGB. It comes with 3 of those. Which in my actual case, which is the 4000 airflow, I could have got a 4000 airflow RGB, which is basically my case, but with the fans already in there. But I decided, because I didn't want to pay all that money all at once, I actually bought the fans separate, and yeah, so I bought all them separate. Didn't actually come with my case. So if I remove the front panel and the side panel and I'll take the everything off the top, so then I can attach either some fans or an AIO to the top of there, which I'm going to attach an AIO to the top of there, because that's what I've actually got in my computer. I actually have the Corsair AIO with the screen. It's basically like a Capelix, but the Capelix just has, it don't have a screen. You can actually buy the screen for the Capelix, so you can take the Capelix one is just RGB, but you can actually take the RGB piece off and you can buy the screen separate. So essentially mine is just like a Caplix, only it's got, instead of having the RGB bit, it's got the screen. And I think the screen version I've got is actually in here. So we've got the top off. In fact, I'll take the back panel off as well. So then that's already off. And there is actually music playing on this game, which I can actually hear in my headset, but I've not actually put that over on this video. So if I now look at what things I have, let's have a look at motherboards, and I'll type in Asus, or as Americans say, Asus, and see which one is closest to mine. Because mine's the Asus ROG Strix, or ROG Strix, B550F gaming. So the closest one to mine is the Asus ROG Strix B550F gaming Wi-Fi, which I don't have the Wi-Fi version because I don't actually use Wi-Fi on my PC, so I thought there was no point getting the Wi-Fi version. So I just got the normal non-Wi-Fi version, but that's the closest version to mine. So I will install that motherboard in. So that is pretty much 100% identical. It looks exactly the same as my motherboard because it basically is, apart from Wi-Fi, and that's the only difference. Right, so now if I open the CPU bit, so now we've got the Corsair iCUE 5000T case, which is this bad boy here, and the ROG Strix B550F gaming Wi-Fi, and the three. In fact, I'll get, like I said, I'm going to put another one of these fans in, so I will put one of those in the back. Where are we? Case fans, Corsair, and it will be one of these. So I've now got one in the back, as well as 3 at the front. So that's already starting to look kind of like my PC at the moment. But obviously, when I start adding more stuff to it, it'll start looking more like my PC. Let's go with the processor. So CPU, Ryzen 9. So my processor is the Ryzen 9 5900X. So I will install that. So that's the 5900X. So it's getting more and more like my PC right now. So now I'll put some RAM in. So memory. Let's have a look. Corsair. Do they have my memory? I put right Vengeance. Oh, I've got Vengeance RAM, but it's faster than my RAM. It's still DDR4, but it's actually faster than my RAM. Um. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. No, that's pretty much... Mine's the new version of this RAM, but it's essentially this. So, so that's one stick of RAM. So basically, it's basically the same RAM, essentially. So if I put 2 sticks... Oh no, I've put the wrong amount in. I put the wrong amount in. That's actually the wrong amount. Is the any 16? Or is it just 8 in the Vengeance? Oh, they've just got 8 in the Vengeance. Oh, that's so... Oh no, they haven't. Oh yeah, it's Dominator RAM. Oh, that sucks. I guess what I'll have to do then, because I've got 32 gigs of RAM in mine, but I've only got I've got 2 sticks of 16. But what I'll have to do in this case is put 4 sticks of 8 in this case. So it's not 100% like my PC, but it will be the same specs. So we've now got Ryzen 9. Oh, I need to put a cooler on my Ryzen. So CPU cooling, Corsair. So yeah, this is what I have. The Corsair H100i Elite LCD, which is basically like... Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. So this one here is basically the Capelix one, but that's also a bigger one as well, because that's got 3 fans on it. But mine is this one. Mine's exactly this one with the LCD screen on it and the 2 fans. So that's exactly what I have. So I'm going to install that, and there we go. That's exactly what I have with the little LCD screen, the 2 fans. So yeah, that's exact. This is basically looking like my PC. It's really looking like my PC. Um, so I've got the processor, the RAM, storage. Is there NVMe's on here? NVMe. 2 gig, which is what I've got. I don't have a Kingston one, but... So 2 gigs of NVMe storage. So if I got a removed components, I should be able to put the... Is it not giving me the... piece that I just took off. Okay, that's strange. I cannot put that back on. Okay. Oh yeah, it's there. I've just put it back on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I've got the NVMe in now, 2 gigs, which is what I've got. But I also have a oh wait, it's not gigs, is it? It's not 2 gigs. Is it terabyte? Or is it gigs? Terabyte, I think it was, wasn't it, actually? Yeah, it was terabyte. What mine about? It was terabyte. So 2 terabyte, not 2 gigs. 2 terabyte, you know what I mean. Anyway, so it's getting there. It's getting there. And what else can I put in? Graphics and Asus. Do they have my card? Oh, they don't. 3060. Oh, they only have the one fan 3060s. I don't have a one fan 3060. I have a dual, Asus dual. It's the same exact RAM as what's in mine, the 12 gig. I think the only dual one they've got on here is the RTX 3070, but it's only 8 gigs. Mine's a 12 gig. So I'm going to have to basically go with one of these. I mean, it's not 100% like mine, but it's the nearest I can get. These have also got RGB lighting on, which mine don't. It has a little light on mine, but it's not RGB, can't change it. So yeah, the nearest I can get is one of these palette RTX 3060s. Overclocked. Mine's overclocked as well. So the nearest one I can get to my card is that one. Oh yeah, I need to remove the gubbins off the back first before I can put it in. Will that go in now? Oh, I need to take that one off as well. Will it now go in? It will. So now I've got my GeForce RTX in there, even though it's just a single fan version. And I'm not going to be able to put any special stuff in. Yeah, you can get USB drives and thermal paste. Oh, can I put thermal paste on that? Oh, no, I don't actually need to put thermal paste on that. And I'll tell you for why. Because this AIO actually comes with thermal paste already on it. You don't have to actually put any on it. Obviously, eventually, that thermal paste will start to degrade and all that, so I'd have to put some more on. But yeah, this is really starting to look like my computer. Apart from that card, I wish it wasn't the the little single RTX. Oh, I need to put that back in as well. Removed components, PCI cover. I didn't actually need to take that one off. There we go. There we go. But yeah, even the back of this case pretty much looks like mine. It just basically is just an upgraded version of my case. It's not any different really. Apart from this version, I don't think it shows you on back of it. Oh, it does show you on back of here. Oh, they actually got that right as well. It actually does come with the it actually does. Oh no, I think no. That's what I don't think that's what comes with the case. The case does come with a little RGB thing for the RGB fans, but that is what actually comes with the AIO, which is the Corsair Commander Core. The AIO actually comes with that. And these removable bays, mine actually comes with those as well. The only thing mine doesn't have as well is like these bits here, where you can actually squeeze the cable through. Mine don't have that. Mine actually goes around, like there's this panel here which is called a beauty panel. Mine does have a beauty panel on it. You can take the beauty panel off and actually put fans there as well. So rather than just having fans like here, and on your AIO, you can take the beauty panel off and put fans there as well. So you could have all that going on there as well, like more fans at the sides to give it a bit more airflow. But I'm not bothered about doing that, to be honest, on mine. Because I have actually heard that it doesn't really help the airflow actually having fans there. I mean, it adds to the whole aesthetic, you know, with the RGB and all that kind of good stuff, but it don't help with the airflow. It's better the configuration now how I actually have it, which is 3 fans at the front, the AIO, and the fan at the back. So the 3 fans at the front are pulling air in from outside. It goes into the components. You'll get air gets sucked in through the top and come out through the radiator, and it'll also get exhausted out of the back. And that's better airflow. You wouldn't want, because that'll interrupt it. Having 3 fans down there as well, that'll interrupt that airflow. And you don't really want, you don't want them blowing in, you don't want it sucking out, because what would be the point of the air coming in through the front and then getting sucked straight out of the back, out of the side of the case again? You won't have any of this having any airflow, it just gets sucked straight back out. It's just pointless. And what's the point of getting air blown in through there when you've got air getting blown in front and it just goes straight over here and cools all this down and then gets exhausted out the back and exhausted out the top through your radiator, which is cooling down your processor. Just that defeats the object, really. I mean, it looks nice with, you know, with all the RGB going on, but no. If you really want an RGB on that metal panel at the back there, you can get some Corsair accent triangles, which you can't get on this. I don't think you can get them on this. I'm not sure. I haven't looked yet, but I've got accent triangles in mine, and I love them. I'm actually thinking of an idea with the accent triangles, actually, with my case. Because I've actually come up with like a Star Warsy type theme with my PC now, where even on the screen on the for the AIO, I've got Darth Vader with his lightsaber glowing red. I've got all my PC glowing red with all the RGB. And I've got the triangles, which are glowing red. But I'm thinking, because it gave me an idea when I went with the whole Star Wars thing, is the triangles to make them, to get um, a TIE fighter from Star Wars, which the like the wings at the side have actually like triangles around them. So I'm thinking of putting the accent triangles on the triangles around the TIE fighter and putting that in the case. Because that'd look ace. But anyway, I'm getting off the topic of doing this. Right, so I've got the NVMe, I've got my water cooler, I've got all my fans, I've got right, I'm gonna put this case this bit of the case back on. So dust filter needs to go back on, and the top panel needs to go back on, and the top panel bit goes back on, so that's all back on. My case doesn't actually do it like that. You can't take the whole top case off on mine, because mine's like I said, mine's the 4000 airflow. It's only the 5000 airflow, 5000T that does that, where you can take the whole top off. So now what else do I need? So I've got the RAM and everything. You can't even get RGB on this, like extra RGB, can you? Right, what I do need is a power supply. Let's see what Corsair ones they have. Try spelling it right, you div. Did they have the one where it goes to the side? They don't have the switch ones, do they? The shift. They don't have shift, do they? Shift? Oh, they don't have the shift ones. Oh, they don't have the shift ones. Right, okay. Right, I think the one that I've got actually at the moment is the equivalent to this one, the RM850X. So, if I whack that in the bottom, on my case, you can't actually see the power supply like that, with like a hole at the front. You can't see it like that on mine. But is that everything? Is that everything? Is that everything? I mean, that looks neater than that looks so much neater than how it looks in my actual PC. It looks a mess. But I do have more RGB than just the fans in mine. I've got so much RGB going on. Like, these pipes this tubing where the coolant goes through for the AIO. I've got RGB on those, and yeah, I've got so much RGB. I've got Corsair accent triangles. I've got some RGB strips, but they're not just the strips where you can see the little RGBs. They're actually in like like a rubberized like it's like rubberized like tubing. So the RGB is actually inside those, so you don't actually see the little um LEDs and whatnot. I think that's it. I think that's it. I mean, that's a Razer keyboard, but you can't actually get you can't actually choose keyboards on here, which is a shame. That's a shame. You can only do the actual PC. You can't actually do like the monitor and the keyboard and all that stuff, which is a shame. But yeah, that's. But I think that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much my PC. I can't even put in to this. I've got a little card that allows me to like you can see on the top of there. There's USB ports and USB C. I've actually got a little like USB C card that allows me to use those because this board doesn't actually have um, a socket for USB C on the board, so I had to buy a card that allowed me to do that, which I plugged into a PCI, one of the small PCIe slots. But yeah, I think that is actually all done. I think that's it all done. Oh wait, missing cable. What's a missing cable? Oh, what am I missing? It says missing cables. What am I missing? Uh, what am I missing? The graphics card's plugged in. The power supply's plugged in. Wait. Do I have to? Hang on. What's glowing red? What's not plugged in? Missing cables. What's not plugged in? Motherboard's plugged in. Graphics card plugged in. They're plugged in. Yeah, you can open a tablet here as well. What's not plugged in? I don't get what's not plugged in. Is it this? No, that's plugged in. Is it? Yeah, I've just unplugged it now. I did not mean to do that. Right, so plug that in. What's not plugged in? Oh, right. The other the front fans weren't plugged in. That makes sense. So it says incomplete case now. So because I need to put everything back on. Right, so removed components, side panel, back side panel. Wait. Oh no, I don't need to. Yeah, so side panel on here. Yeah, and now it says no OS installed. So now the actual computer is actually built. That's pretty much as near as damn it as I can get to my actual PC. But now I have to install an OS. So if I go to Tools, USB drive, plug that into one of the USBs. Let's turn it on. And all the RGB goodness is all going, and my little screens come up. What's that saying? A problem has been detected, and Omega system has been shut down to prevent clock watchdog. What? What? You what, mate? You what, mate? What you saying? What you saying? Um. USB drive. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Plug it into there. Right. So it's boot. Oh, wait. No. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Why am I getting a blue screen of death? Clock watchdog timeout. Oh yeah, in this case also has RGB down the sides of the case as well. I was actually originally for my PC gonna get one of these cases, but it was a hell of a lot more money. With all that RGB going on. And it's got RGB down at the sides and everything down that down there. But yeah, why am I getting a blue screen of death? Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Why am I getting a blue screen of death? Aha, hang on. I'm in the BIOS. I'm in the BIOS. Can I sort something out in here? Right. Boot device, start, yeah. XMP needs to be on, definitely 100%. So you get the full speed of your RAM. This is actually what you've got to do in real life as well. Because if you don't have XMP, in fact, actually on a AMD system, it's not as called XMP. It's called DO. I think it's called DOCP or something like that. DOCP. But it's the same thing. XMP is what it's actually called on a Intel system. But it's the same thing. Because if XMP is not on, you see the RAM speed is 32,000. 32,000. 3,200. And you turn it on, it's now going at 3,600, which is the full speed of the RAM. So yeah, Ryzen 9 5900X. Oh wait, boot system. I need to actually be booting from. Can I not boot from the USB? Is it not going to let me do that? Because I actually need to be booting from the USB. So I can install the RAM. But yeah, it's seeing everything anyway. Ryzen 9 5900X. 32 gigs of RAM, which is 4 times 8 gig, which I don't really have in my system really, but RAM speed, yeah. RTX 3060. Why am I getting Red Ring of Death? Red Ring of Death? What am I on about? Xbox? I wonder if I do the QR code, what it's come up with, will that bring out up on me? Will that bring out up on my phone? That little QR code? Or is it not really going to do anything? Doesn't it? Oh, wait, I'm in video. I don't want to be in video. Photo, QR code. Spiral House. Oh, let's just come up with the game developer of this game. Thought it might do something like that somehow. That's about it. Wait, install. Tools. I don't get it. Right, if I take that out, if I put this USB cloning USB drive in, I can't see that doing anything, but... Why am I getting a clock watchdog timeout? What does that mean? What does that mean? Right, I'm going to look that up. Clock watchdog timeout. The clock watchdog timeout bug check as of... This bug check indicates that an unexpected clock interrupt on a secondary processor in a multiprocessor system wasn't received within the allocated interval. The following debugger commands can be used to... Yeah, but I can't... How can I do a... I can't do a dub... What? What is going on? What is actually going on? Oh, excuse me. What is actually going on? I actually went on the... Don't know if you can see that. I went on the actual bug check. Microsoft. Hardware fault. Hardware fault? It can be a hardware fault. Seriously? Seriously? Are you having a giraffe? Why is that not? Alright, turn that off. Wait, if I get this USB again, and I put it into there. Why am I getting this? Why am I getting, I don't understand. Why am I getting that? The price value is right in the computer. I mean, it's in dollars, but $2,592. That's about right. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video there and try and find out what that problem is.